Hello, everyone. Have you ever felt like you were just being so ultra spiritual? Just, oh my God, I'm just lifting off into the clouds of life because everything is going well and I'm meditating and oh, it's just wonderful. Have you ever had that? Have you ever felt that way? And then, like what's going on with me today, is I got a cold. And I was so excited to get this cold. I'll tell you why. So I'm doing this work. I know that if you've been following me, I have been doing more meditation, spending more time with self, working through egoic parts of my physical apparatus as well as my mental apparatus. And what typically happens, what happens is that our bodies start to readjust because new pieces of information are coming in and things are shifting. Literally, things are shifting. Oh, I hate using that word. Anyways, so things are shifting, and sometimes the indication comes in ways that are not what the body or the ego would like. What the body or the ego would like is, well, if I'm doing all this work, then I'm got to be fabulous. And I talked about this a little bit yesterday. What if I did all this work and it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out? Well, first of all, if I'm doing all this work in order for it to turn out a certain way, then I got a problem. Because I'm not in the moment and I'm really not doing the work. I'm really not doing the work. So am I willing to embrace the fact that I'm not feeling well? And am I willing to embrace the fact that that's part of the deal? It's interesting. Today I was reading an article about how we tend to, with people who have a very serious illness, tend to give everybody, the family, the patient, everybody pep talks and say, it's all going to work out, yada, yada, yada. And that is not necessarily the best thing to do. Wouldn't it be better to fully come to a sense of acceptance and appreciation of the moment? And then maybe from there, we could get something. We could shift something. But it seems to me, and it's my personal experience, that it is typically better to accept what is first. So this goes way beyond this concept of positive thinking. It's what I would like to call owning my humanity. Owning that I am the paradox of the perfect incarnation and the flawed incarnation. How can I be both? And how can I accept that? Because there's so much going on out there in regards to transformation. And, I've done it all. I'm doing it all. Or not doing it all, but I'm doing the parts that work for me. And still, I need to constantly remember that I am a human being first and foremost. And it doesn't always work out the way that I want it to. And I'm not always going to be fabulous. And if I come from a space of, I'll give you an example. I have this wonderful friend who, when I introduced her to tapping, no, I'm not sure I did, but somebody introduced her to tapping, which is a wonderful, wonderful healing method. And how you do the tapping is you get into a space of what's not right. And she didn't want to go there. She wanted to start out with she didn't want to go in and find that what's not right part and accept that first. She wanted to start with the second half of the tapping. And I'm going, but you're missing the point. The point is to embrace and appreciate the humanness of our feelings. There's a great line that I love dearly, and one that I do strive for, is don't be a saint by Thursday. Thank you so much.